Well, first I'd like to thank the committee and our fans from Austin for showing up. This was an incredible gym showcasing really high level volleyball that both teams came out and played extremely hard. I will say this, I've known Jen Flynn for a long time and her staff, and they do it right. They're about the kids, and she's building something really special there. And I know how hard it is, but congratulations to them for battling in a really tough environment, and they had some guts. For me, this is my 22nd year, and I was a little emotional kind of driving in today, thinking about how I built this and seeing the gym when we had 1,200 people, all the players that came before, the alumni that really bought into this, so these players would be here and they saw them. But most importantly, this group has been through a lot. We've been through the Black Lives Matters, we went through COVID, we've done a lot of things, and they've stuck by each other. They've stuck by the university and made them proud, and they've done everything the right way. And I was literally crying in my car today on the right end, just like not wanting this thing to end because I know what it means for them. And you end up loving these kids. They're your own. You do a lot of things for them. You have the player-coach relationship, but I don't know sometimes if they understand how much they mean to us as a coaching staff and what they've done. And I'm just emotional, and I'm super proud of them. Obviously, the match was a complete battle. I thought we played extremely well in games 1 and 3 and served. Game 2, we had a swing to go up 15-7, and then our serving kind of went south and our passing went south and let them back in at 20. We missed 3 serves in a row, and then we got ace twice, and some of that was their tough serving, but I don't think we responded very well. And after game 2, I challenged them. I said, I talked to them yesterday about it. There's a lot of great teams, but the great competitive teams win, and they responded, and there was no panic. There was just a lot of confidence in one another, and it's been fantastic. And I think Asia and Logan got really hot, and Sage had a really good game. And I think you see how many big swings Logan took at the end there to kind of really score some points in transition for us and give us that run. And I thought Kayleigh struggled a little bit in serve receive, but her serving in game 4 was clutch for us. I think she scored 7 or 8 points for us, and that's some mental toughness and being a competitor. So super proud to be back at the Final Four. It's super hard. I know our program has been accustomed to doing that, but this group's put a lot of hard work into it, and I'm just so happy that we get to be together again another day.
Before we start the student athletes, on one note, that's the 10th time in 15 years that Texas has advanced to the Final Four, which is the most in that stretch in the nation. Start with the student athlete questions. Danny, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, it's all credit to my teammates. They dug a great ball, Sage gave you a great set, or someone gave me a great set. I honestly can't even remember what happened at this point, but my teammates put me in a really great position, and I was able to find a way to score. And I think it just shows, like, no matter who touches the ball, they're going to put me in a really great position and, be there covering me. And it's so exciting when you get to come together and just hug it out and really feel all the emotions. It was a lot of ups and downs in that game. Ohio State's a great team, so it's just an amazing feeling to get to lean on your teammates right there at the end and then just have all the emotions. Yeah, it's something we felt the entire year. I think every single person on our team knew that was the goal, and every single day bought into it and came in the gym ready to get better and ready to really accomplish that goal. And so it's not a surprise to me that we're in this position. I think that I've seen it every single day in the practice gym, but it's a priority. It's why we came to Texas. It's why we're back here for our 5th years at Texas. We want to do it for each other, for our coaches, for this school, for our fans. It's just such an amazing family, and we're so determined, and you just see it every single day.
Danny, go ahead.
Really, the conversation just was, we need to keep our foot on the gas. Like, they're an incredible team, and they're not going to let up. Like, I remember at one point I said it could be 24-1, and, like, they're not going to give up because everybody wants this so incredibly badly. Like, the Final Four is an amazing thing to accomplish. So it's really just keeping that fire and keeping that energy. Like, the points where we were down, I could tell we were just kind of flat, and it didn't seem super locked in. So just really trying to make sure that everybody was in the right headspace, playing like we didn't even know what the score was, and just really having that fire throughout the whole entire match.
Yeah, like Asia said, she was kind of the one that brought us together between the second in the third set, and it was just like, we need to focus. We need to take this point by point. Every point is just as important as the last one. Like, we can't be fooling around. We can't be laughing, can't be joking around. Like, this is serious. We all need to focus and treat every single point with the respect that it deserves, which is our full attention every single time we touch the ball. And so she and Logan really brought us together into that huddle, and we're like, okay, now we need to turn it on. Like, this is make or break. So they're great leaders, obviously, and they help put us in a really good headspace for the third set.
Brad, Terry.
Same thing, you know. I didn't want this to be the last day with this team. I was talking to my sister this morning. I was like, we have to win this game because I don't want this to be the end. You know, I love this team so much, and I just am so grateful for all the hard work that we've put in, both coaches, all the staff, all the players. And I was like, I don't want it to end. I want to keep going forever. You know, even if we win it all, I'm going to want to keep going, you know. So I kind of had the same feeling. I've had the same feeling for a few days now of just like, I don't want this to end. And so I was definitely emotional too, and I'm glad we get to keep going.
Kirk, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredibly hard to beat a team 3 times during a season. Ohio State's an amazing team. They've battled so hard this entire season, and they've definitely changed since the first time we played them. You know, they're just a more put-together team. I think their defense has improved, their serving has improved. Every aspect has gotten a lot better, and they definitely scouted us really well. And so they challenged us to do different things, but I'm really crediting Sage just for being able to put us all in really great situations and being able to score. And so although they changed a lot and they had a lot of great things going for them, I think we did a great job adjusting and just really focusing and playing our game.
Cedric.
It's really nice to have this team chemistry. I've said before, it's really easy to go through these tough moments because it doesn't feel like it's on any one person to take over the game or to put down a ball. Like, we have so much trust in one another that we know that we're fully capable of doing what we do every single day, day in and day out. And everybody's ready to come in the game. Everybody's ready that if they get pulled down, that they know they're going to be supportive. And I just really love the whole atmosphere. Like, I've been getting emotional like the last week, and I have another year here. But I'm like, I don't want this to end. I love this team so much.
Yeah, kind of going off of what Asia said, a few weeks ago we had to do an exercise during practice and kind of talk about like what gets us through tough moments or who on our team gets us through tough moments. And for me, it's Asia, and having somebody there who I know I can always look at and be like, okay, I'm fine. I don't need to stress out. I don't need to worry about anything else. Oh, I'm emotional. Sorry. But yeah, this team is really special. These relationships are second to none. I mean, I hold my relationships with every single one of my teammates super close to my heart, and I'm super thankful to have such amazing women on the court around me every single day.
Danny, go ahead.
I think that really just shows the amount of grit that we have and the amount of determination that we have for the game. We want to win. We have a big goal at the end of the day, but we know that it takes 1 point at a time to get there. To be able to play through a long point like that and to keep going even when you're tired shows a lot about our team's character and the kind of drive that we have to get to where we want to be at the end of the day. We're not taking any points off, and that was kind of what we talked about between the second and third set, and so it was really nice to see that. I mean, we took that to heart, and we went out and we did it. So I'm super proud of everyone for working their tail off the whole game.
Kirk.
Yeah, I think we always have pressure no matter like what our rankings are. At least since I've been here, there's a really high expectation that we hold ourselves to. But at the end of the day, it's just one game at a time, one match at a time. Everyone's going to give us their all. Everyone's going to give us their best. So I think it's easy to look at the rankings, look at the records, try to be number one all the time. But we do a really good job of just staying level-headed and being one game at a time. And I think that's why we've gotten ourselves to this point. Harsh? Maybe a little bit, but I think we responded well because I never really say anything harsh. So.
Got time for 2 last ones for the student athletes, Terry and then Chip.
Oh, for sure. I would say blocking's always been a little like kryptonite for me, but this year it's kind of just clicked. So it's something that gets me really excited. Obviously, like before, it's like, oh, kills are super fun, but I think blocking really changes the game and really changes the whole persona of the other team. So this year, Jared was like, Asia, you need to get your blocking together, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it for you. And here we are. Yeah, yeah, next year.
Last one, Chip.
What's different about this team when gives you confidence that this team can achieve its goals, and how is Logan?
Just the selflessness and the drive that this team has. Like we've said probably countless times now, like everyone is really committed to the end goal, and it doesn't matter what happens, it doesn't matter what lineup it is, who's on the court, like everyone's going to give 1,000%, whether they're on the bench, on the court, and it just makes it a really positive environment to be around. We haven't had any issues that, a team sport can normally have, but I've been really proud of the team. And Logan, obviously, it's her last year. Like, she wants to win it all. She's always wanted to win it all, but there's just that different edge this year for her. And I think it's really nice that she doesn't feel like the whole world is on her shoulders. Like, she can have teammates around her that will put the ball down, but in those crunch time moments, I know that we can still throw it up to Logan, and like she's going to win the match for us. So I'm really proud of her.
Sage, Asia, Logan, congratulations. Thank you. Take off.
Thank you.
Okay, questions for Coach Elliott? Questions for Coach Elliott? Kirk, go ahead.
Well, David runs our offense, and I just feed the beast. Just make sure we get every ball. I mean, she was determined. It started off in rotation 6 out of the timeout, or we lost the joust, and we got called for that net, and we called the play for her coming out of the backcourt. She's just an unbelievable competitor. When the game's on the line, the bigger the game, the better she plays. And when she gets that way, we feed her a lot of balls, and she gets us to where we want to be.
Danny?
Yeah, I don't know if in some of the years past we would have been able to come back from the second game kind of meltdown. And the experience and the calmness that I see, like there's no fear in them. I was talking to my wife today, and she's like, "What do you think?" I said, "I think I need to stay out of the way because they know what they're doing, and I trust them a lot." And when you have that kind of team, sometimes coaches can mess it up. So I'm just trying to be the feel-good guy right now and making sure we're clear on the communication. But they showed that coming out of Game 3.
Go ahead, Cedric.
Well, she had to get her hair did. So I watched a lot of film, and I watched a lot. I watched every single point they played in the Big Ten. So it's just, she's always right there, and it's very supportive, and always asking me what I need. So it's I'm very fortunate.
Terry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Austin and Texas fans are the best in the country. I don't. If that's not a special place to play, in the environment, the way that the gym's created, and them being behind our players, they came out and they showed up and they gave us some momentum and gave us some energy.
Chip, you're up.
Last year,
Yeah.
Talk about that edge that you're talking about in Logan, what you're that.
Well, I think there's a combination. Obviously, Kayleigh and Zoe and Emma, our two passers, Maddie and Logan, have really done a good job holding down the fort and gave her some opportunities to get some balance out there. Last year in this match, we didn't pass very well and got in big-time trouble and just kind of never got a rhythm going. And so this team is so much tighter. There's a lot more weapons in terms of the experience, what we have. Our backcourt, obviously, is very experienced. And this is a game that takes some time to kind of learn and play. The swings that Logan's taken off the right hand and scoring and tooling, that's an experienced play. And she's doing a really good job with that.
Last one, Danny.
Yeah, it's a great call. Melanie came in and I wanted to give Maddie a break. We thought that we needed some more blocking in this match, so we sent it up Bella, and then obviously we went with Devin. Devin's probably our best blocker. She makes good decisions, she picks good spots, and she gets over. And every time I've subbed her in, good things happen. So, based on our subbing pattern, we get them in there. But the move that she made and Bella made next to each other one-on-one together was pretty special to watch.
One last one. Go ahead, Kirk.
I told our team, this is all media stuff right now. Now it's everybody's equal. Right? You just got to beat the opponent that's in front of you. And the more that you try to make out of being the number one seed, look, at Texas, if they said that we've been at a 10 out of 15, people are always hunting for us. And so, I think there's a few programs in the country where everybody comes in and plays their extreme best. And this is one of them. And so, we've got to be the aggressor on this. So depending on who we play, whether it's Stanford or San Diego, they're both extremely well balanced. They got great coaches, but this is about how we play and how we perform. If we start worrying about all that stuff, then we're in trouble.